So what do you do when you find a business that looks, well, pretty much perfect? We're talking a leader in its industry, a flawless balance sheet, and it's riding this massive multi-decade wave of demand. Well, if that company is Badger Meter, you also find out it comes with a seriously high price tag. The question is the quality actually worth the cost? Let's dig in.
Okay, get this. Every single day here in the United States, 6 billion gallons of treated, perfectly good drinking water is just lost. It never makes it to a home or a business. It just seeps into the ground through old, leaky pipes and broken mains. It's staggering.
Yeah, so this isn't just a maintenance headache, it's a huge economic and environmental crisis. And that is exactly where one company, Badger Meter, has built its entire business, turning this massive problem into a high-tech solution.
So who is this company? Well, Badger Meter is no startup. We're talking about a company that was founded way back in 1905. For over a century, they've been a pure-play water technology company, focusing on one thing and one thing only, helping utilities measure, manage, and ultimately conserve water.
And when I say focused, I mean laser-focused. Yeah, they have some industrial customers, but look at this. A whopping 85% of their sales go directly to municipal water utilities. For an investor, that's a huge deal. It means they live and breathe their core market. They know it inside and out.
Now, to really get their strategy, we've got to talk about the classic razor and blade model. You know the one, right? You sell the razor for cheap to lock the customer in, and then you make all your money selling them the high-profit blades for years and years. Think printers and ink.
And this is where it gets really smart. Badger Meter is taking that old model and giving it a brilliant, high-tech twist. They sell the advanced smart water meters, that's the razor, and then they attach a high-margin, recurring subscription to their Beacon software platform, that's the blade. This is a game changer, moving them from just selling hardware one time to a predictable, profitable, recurring revenue stream.
All right, so you can see the model is clever, but what's the actual bull case here? What gets investors so excited about this company? Honestly, it all boils down to one simple word: quality. Let's break it down. First, the company is riding some of the most powerful long-term trends you can imagine. America's infrastructure is crumbling and has to be replaced. Water is becoming more scarce, which makes finding leaks absolutely critical. And then there's this huge digital shift from the old one-way AMR meters to the new, smart, two-way AMI systems. Oh, and to top it all off, the government is literally funding this transition.
And look, this isn't some pie-in-the-sky prediction for 10 years from now. The demand is surging today. In 2023 alone, the revenues exploded by over 24%. That's a massive number, and it's a huge signal of just how urgent the need for their technology really is.
And then there's the balance sheet. Honestly, this is what makes Badger Meter a financial fortress. You want to know how much debt the company has? Zero. Zip. Nada. In a world of rising interest rates and economic jitters, having zero debt gives them incredible strength and flexibility. And you know what that financial strength lets you do? It lets you reward your shareholders consistently. We're talking 33 consecutive years of raising their dividend. That's not just a track record. That's management basically shouting their confidence in the future from the rooftops.
But maybe their biggest trump card, their real secret sauce, is the tech itself. Their ultrasonic meters have no moving parts, which means they stay accurate for way longer and need less maintenance. But even better, they communicate using existing cellular networks. This is huge. It saves utilities the insane cost of building out their own private network, making Badger's solutions smarter, cheaper, and way easier to adopt.
Okay, a fantastic business, incredible tailwinds, rock-solid finances. It sounds perfect, right? So, what's the catch? Well, as you might have guessed, the market knows all this good stuff, which brings us right to the bear case, the price.
First off, let's be clear. They're not playing in an empty field. They're up against some absolute behemoths. Companies like Itron and Xylem that are way bigger, have much deeper pockets, and can bundle water, gas, and electric meters all together in one package deal for a city.
And that competition leads us right back to that pesky price tag. Just take a look at the price-to-earnings ratio here. Badger Meter is trading at over 41 times its earnings. That's not just a little more expensive, it's in a different league than every single one of its major rivals. The market is absolutely making you pay a premium for all that quality we just talked about.
And this quote from the analysis really just hits the nail on the head. When a stock is priced for perfection, what does that mean? It means there is zero room for error. any little hiccup, any missed quarter, and the stock could get punished because the current price already assumes everything will just keep going perfectly. That's a tough standard to meet.
So when you put it all together, when you weigh both sides, you're left with a classic, textbook investor's dilemma. It's a fundamental conflict between pristine quality and a premium price.
I mean, it really boils down to this. On one side of the coin, you have everything an investor dreams of: a best-in-class company, a perfect balance sheet, and these unstoppable trends that are basically guaranteed for decades. But then you flip the coin, and you see a stock that's already reflecting all of that good news. It's richly valued, it's got huge competitors, and like we said, it's priced for perfection.
And so this leaves us with the ultimate question. There's really no doubt that Badger Meter is a phenomenal company. The only real debate is whether at today's price it can also be a phenomenal investment. And that's the billion-dollar question you have to answer.